Right now, 16-year-old Carol Sanchez, who was kidnapped on the streets of New York, has just been found safe and unharmed. She was kidnapped last night while walking with her mother, and it was all caught on camera. If you didn't see it, here is the surveillance video. You can see Carol and her mom walking down the street in the Bronx around 11 p.m. A car pulls up, two men get out and grab the teen. When her mother tries to stop the suspects, they push her to the ground and drive off. Now let's watch again from a different angle. You can see Carol and her mother are walking with an umbrella. The kidnappers, there they are, get out of the car, snatch the teen, take off. Every parent's worst nightmare. Watching that video makes me physically ill. I'm so happy to report that she is not only found, but she is unharmed. That's according to the local precinct there in the Bronx. We are following the story. Those are the only details that we have thus far. We've seen an influx of people on social media, influencers, people with platforms, everyday neighbors trying to get her photo, her details out there. I wonder, Tori, if that acts as a deterrent for these individuals. I mean, we don't know a motive. I'm just speculating. But for them to return her, considering that all eyes were on that video.
Yeah, they didn't look like geniuses, to be honest. It was 11 p.m. on a Monday. There was on surveillance. They were kind of clumsy. They didn't expect the mother to fight back. So, yeah, I think maybe they saw that it was everywhere. And great job on that's when social media does good, is when we can spread it quick, fast, get it accomplished. So great job on everybody. And thank God Miss Sanchez is ours. Thank God.
Yeah.
Right before the holidays.
That's all. It went from a parent's worst nightmare to a Christmas miracle. Yeah. You know, like, and I
well
have
said.
to credit social media where credit's due. I think that's the reason why we don't know what happened. They might have just released her because pressure was getting too much, but she's back. Not to say she's not going to have her own trauma from this experience, but good on everybody who helped out. Good on everyone who retweeted that on social media.
And Amber Alerts. Good on Amber Alerts for working so quickly.
Thank God. Really, thank God.
Really shocking turn of events. A 16-year-old girl who prompted an Amber Alert after she was reported to be kidnapped last night in the Bronx has returned home and admitted it was all a hoax. CBS New York's Allie Bauman is outside the 4 precinct in Mott Haven with more. Allie.
Well, Dick, sources tell us that teenage girl confessed to staging her own kidnapping with the help of 4 accomplices in an attempt to run away from her family. Carol, did you stage the kidnapping? 16-year-old Carol Sanchez walked out of the 40th precinct with the relatives who were searching for her all day, and none of them said a word. Around 11:30 Monday night, Carol was walking on Eagle Avenue in Melrose with her mother when surveillance video shows 4 men in a car pull up, grab the teen, push her mother, and drive off. The NYPD put out an Amber Alert and plastered the neighborhood with her photo on a missing poster. Then 15 hours later, Carol showed up this afternoon to the spot where she was taken from and reunited with her family.
She was shaking up. She was bending over, grabbing her knees and discussing with the police officer, and that's when they took her into the parking lot for questioning.
Well, that 16-year-old girl was released from police custody without being charged with anything, and police are still looking to talk to those 4 accomplices. We're outside the 40th precinct in the Mott Haven section of the Bronx. Allie Bauman, CBSN, New York.
All right, Allie, thanks very much.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. You can't make this up, dude. All right, I had to shoot this shit guerrilla style. I was in the middle of doing something, and then I got the alert that this girl, Carol Sanchez, whose video went viral because it was a kidnapping of a young black lady who was caught on tape, and it went viral because of the Amber Alerts connected to it. And as we spread the video around and went on social media, and a couple of days later, they released today that she was found safe. And of course, there was jubilation all across the internet, you know, that this young lady was found safe, and NYPD did a good job. A couple of hours later, after the press, you know, watched her leave the precinct, I get an alert from CNN. I'm gonna read the article from y'all because she staged the whole thing, and this is going to go on my playlist called "You Can't Make This Up," because this is another black eye for black people again. Look at this shit, man. You only can see. Yeah, you know, so she staged the whole thing. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna read this article. The kidnapping of a 16-year-old girl in the Bronx on Monday night was staged. A law enforcement source with knowledge of the investigation told CNN the teenager Carol Sanchez knew at least one of the people involved in the kidnapping. The source added, but the source could not provide further detail on the motive, which was probably clout chasing. But that's just my conjecture. Carol was walking with her mother along Eagle Avenue near East 115th Street around 11:20 p.m. when the pair was approached by a beige four-door sedan. The New York Police Department said the car stopped. Two men got out and they dragged the teenager, the police said. They dragged her inside the car and pushed her mother to the ground. The mother, 36 years old, was left at the scene but was not injured. So I saw the video. My issue with this is somebody got to pay for this. Okay. Yes, it's a black person. And once again, you know, I'm not going to have no sympathy because police got a fucked up job to do already as it is. Okay. And I'm not a big fan of the police, but I'm a fan of good police work. And these dudes did their job. Okay. And got this girl home safe. Just to find out that all of those man hours was in vain and for nothing. Okay. There is, I can't begin to tell y'all, and I'm sure if you're watching the video, you have a Facebook page or a social media app of some type, and you get these alerts all the time of a girl in Atlanta, you know, kidnapped by some guys in a van. Down here in New Orleans, in a city called, a neighborhood called Holly Grove, two men tried to abduct a 12-year-old girl, and she got away though. So you've been seeing a plethora of all these articles out there that says that, you know, that this human trafficking shit is real, which it is. Ever since they took Backpage.com down, it's been a slew of these human trafficking cases popping up all over the city, all over the country, as a matter of fact. And you know, you have these little notices of white vans with padlocked doors and all these alerts telling people to look out because people's kids are being kidnapped. You know what I'm saying now? And that's really nothing to cry wolf about. But my issue is that it's black people constantly doing this shit for clout over and over. And they always, you know, get the attention of everybody, get all the emotions riled up, all the support, just to have all of us wipe the egg off our face when it's revealed these fucking assholes made all this shit up. There was a girl a couple of months back, remember? She lied and said that some white boys called her a nappy-headed, ugly girl because she had dreadlocks. She made the whole story up. Amanda Seals went on the internet and said that her and a couple of other black women noticed a pattern, okay, of this big old black guy who's a football player who always had a pattern of when he would invite girls over to his house, he would always answer the door butt naked. She had to recant that whole story because she made that shit up. Now, if I was the guy, I would have sued her fucking ass, to be quite honest with you. Okay? Justice Smollett, Tawana Brawley. It go on and on where you have these cases that get sensationalized and it's broadcast across the nation. It sparks debate. It sparks controversy. And by the time we all came to the aid and advocacy of all these assholes, guess what happens? They confess to all of us that they made the whole thing up. Like I said, I just had to give y'all a heads up that if you are pulling for this girl, that you feeling sorry for her because she is a young black female, and you know, of course, black men got to protect the black woman and all that kind of good stuff. But when these girls cry wolf, okay, you got to make an example out of somebody. They got to be a punishment mechanism to stop this shit from happening, because they are real parents out there who kids ain't coming home. And this is, and for her to pull this shit is fucked up, black or not. You know what I'm saying now? You don't waste nobody's energy or time. This is a fucking Christmas holiday, okay? A friend of mine, mama just died last week. She ain't coming home. And it's kind of off the subject, but the fact that, you know what I'm saying, it's the same correlation. You got a family that's going to be missing a loved one. You got a family tonight who thought their loved one was kidnapped. And here's the fucked up part about this one. We don't know the mother's involvement. Because mind you, there's no motive yet. That's the part we gotta look at. I don't know the mother or father's involvement in this kidnapping. That's what we got to watch, okay? Because at the end of the day, at any point, it could be revealed that this girl, the father and the mama, all knew about this, okay? There's been numerous cases where people have captured the hearts and minds of the country with all these GoFundMe pages just to find out that the people who started the page or the people who were the victims of an act were those who actually co-conspired to commit the act that got our attention in the first place. So now it behooves all of us content creators to do our due diligence and just don't say nothing. Keep our mouth shut until, you know what I'm saying, all the facts come out, which I did. I got a lot of people tagging me in stories on Facebook to see like I'm making videos for it. I get like little, you know, cash apps or PayPal and say, bro, what do you think about this story, TOJ? I'm not jumping on shit, nigga, until I get all the facts. They ain't making an ass out of me this time. Anyway, guys, that's all I got to say for this, man. When more details come out, of course, I'll drop another video about that, man. Hit like, share, and subscribe. Holla back.